What's up, it's Tazer, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to give some tips on how to play the map Crossroads in 6v6. This map is tiny and it feels absolutely chaotic. People are spawning constantly and sliding everywhere. It can be pretty challenging just to stay alive. Just in general, it can be pretty hard to get good gameplays right now playing this game, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One is the skill-based matchmaking, as we all know. And why Activision doesn't just create a ranked playlist, I have no idea. But at the end of the day, I don't mind playing against other good players, but it would be nice to play some noobs once in a while, am I right? This game is filled with nerds, and being able to play casually is a thing of the past, apparently. But there's an even bigger problem that can make it pretty much impossible to do well in this game. I've even seen pro players like Scump complaining about skill-based matchmaking. I think he even tweeted that he went 2-18 in one of his pub matches. That just shouldn't happen for a guy like that. But when you combine skill-based matchmaking with this other problem, it kind of makes sense. That problem is the inconsistent connection leading to poor hit detection. I can only imagine the level of absolute sweatiness in lobbies that Scump gets matched into, and if you have poor connection in a lobby like that, you're just going to get roasted by the nerds on the other team. Now, I've been playing Call of Duty at release since Black Ops 1, and early game hit detection has been a problem since then at least. Every year, every iteration, the connection is absolute garbage for the first several weeks. I don't know if that's because of the server load or the fact that the game isn't optimized at release. Let me know down in the comments if you know why that is. I never played Black Ops 4, but if this game follows the trajectory of Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, then the connection should improve over time, making this game more playable. At least I hope so. I definitely want to be able to enjoy this game. Now let's get into the topic of this video, and that is how to do well on this absolute shit show of a map. My team and I had a slow start here, but as you're about to see, we're going to turn this thing around. My first tip is to use this absolute beast of a shotgun, the Mauer 77. Now, I wasn't really using this gun at the beginning. Like a lot of other people, I found the MP5 and I stuck with that for as long as I could. But I got into one lobby where this dude absolutely destroyed me with this shotgun, and I decided to give it a shot. This gun is absolutely insane, and I don't know why shotguns are secondaries in this game, but there's no reason why you shouldn't slap this gun in your second slot and give it a try. Especially on this map where most of your engagements are going to be at close quarters. My next tip is to try and spend most of your time around this lower building. There are a lot more routes you can take in order to avoid and flank the enemy. On the bottom floor you have 3 entrances along with the stairs. You can use the railing as cover when shooting the opponent, as I just did there, and you can kind of weave in and out of the building using the separate entrances as needed. You also have this top floor where you have 4 escape paths: the bridge, the stairs, the back, and the window. If the enemy is on the lower floor, you'll have the height advantage at the stairs. If you need to reload, or you suspect that the other team spawned behind you, you can duck out the back entrance. If you hear an enemy outside below, you can drop down on top of them by hopping out the window, as I just did there. And you have an easy access to the other building by using the bridge. By the way, a good nade spot from either building on this map is chucking it across the bridge. I'll often get kills or weaken the enemy by throwing a frag between the buildings. As you can see here, by looking at the minimap, my whole team is in the other building, so I'm starting to think that the enemy is going to spawn behind me. I'm just going to weave back and forth in this building, trying to catch the enemy off guard and hoping that I can get a couple of easy kills. My next tip is to try and take it a bit slow. This map is going to constantly flow enemies in your direction regardless of how much you move. Try not to move back and forth across the map too much, or you'll find yourself in a bad position. Normally I like to be moving around the map constantly, but on this map, you're going to get plenty of action just by letting the enemy come to you. My final tip for this map is to try and limit the amount that you sprint. Expect someone from the other team to appear in front of you at any time. If you're sprinting when you see an opponent, you are most likely going to die. You can get around this map fast enough by simply walking, and you'll be ready to shoot the enemy at first sight. Now, I don't follow this advice very well, I know, but so often the reason I die is because I'm sprinting too much. This map is the smallest one in the game, at least for now, so it's vital that you're constantly thinking on your feet and ready for the enemy to appear in your vicinity. Hopefully these tips will help improve your gameplay on Crossroads. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips that might help my gameplay. Well, other than telling me to get good and improve my aim, because I already know that it sucks. Trust me, I'm working on it. That's all of the tips that I have for today. There's about a minute left in this video, and I won't spoil my final score. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Any support is really appreciated, especially right now since the channel is still very small. See you next time, and have a good one.
We're ahead. Don't let up. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Your spy plane has been destroyed.
Spetsnaz GRU, you have the party's gratitude.
TACOM, pendejos are in retreat. The day is ours.